Sorry about that, y'all. I almost had the timing right. I started the show and then I forgot that I had to go get some water. My bad. Hi, y'all. So we are here for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 12. Y'all know I'm very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? I very seldom come down here. I don't like to use the word filler, and I don't like to use the word boring. I really don't, because I think it's overused. I think if people ain't arguing and fighting, people always say, oh, it's boring, it's this, that, the other. I'm going to be honest with y'all and tell y'all, baby, this episode didn't do nothing for me. Now, I don't know how y'all feel in the chat. Y'all tell me. Maybe I don't know what I was looking for. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know. But this episode just didn't do nothing for me. Now, y'all tell me in the chat if y'all feel differently. Maybe I'm being too critical. I don't know. Y'all tell me. So this what I'm going to say is this. First of all, but this means the reunion is soon because Drew said she only filmed 2 days, right? Drew said she only filmed 2 days. Hey, Nay. Hey, boo. I don't know what that means, Shucks. She only filmed 2 days. I don't know what that means. But the season definitely is almost over because, you know, they're getting ready to film the reunion. Andy asked for questions last week, which means that the reunion is coming up. They're on their second trip. They're getting ready to go to Grenada. So y'all know they only have a few more. Oh, you talking about Phaedra only filmed? Yeah. Phaedra's only in these last, 4 episodes? I think they said she's in the last 4. So can I say this? I really think, and this is what I don't understand. After Phaedra was such a dud and a flop on Married to Medicine, I don't know why they put all these eggs in the Phaedra basket. Like, they really acted like this was gonna be something. First of all, she only on like 4 episodes, and second of all, after her dud of a performance on Married to Medicine, for those of us that look at Married to Medicine, I don't think we really expected much. We'll get to that when we get to that, because I also think that was some bullshit of an intro they gave us. Like, oh, it's unfortunate the way I left the group. Girl. Anyway, this episode was not all that. I do agree. I'm tired of Shamea and her singing minstrel show. All right, so let's get into it. So we have, and I also think part of it is, I think we're at a point in the season where I don't think none of these girls like each other. So all of these scenes feel forced, you know. So let me start at the beginning. So we have Shamea and Kelli. Now all of a sudden, Shamea and Kelli are best friends. She answering the phone. Hey, best friend, come on to the back, best friend. So Kelli, I expected it to be Porsha. So here comes Kelli. Is it me? And y'all tell me if y'all saw what I saw. Is it me, or did it look like basically that was a Shamea Porsha scene that they took Porsha out of and put Shamea in? From the dancing and the twerking in the pool in their bikinis to popping bottles. Like, all of that was Porsha and Shamea. Like, that was a classic Porsha and Shamea scene. And I don't know if Kelli was trying hard to be Porsha or Shamea was trying hard to recreate her and Porsha, but it came off very forced and it came off very inauthentic. You thought that was Porsha, that Shamea was on the phone. Right, I thought it was Porsha. So I really feel like, I mean, it makes me wonder, was Porsha supposed to film that scene and decided not to? Like, I don't know. But it was really, it just was weird. It was weird. So and it felt inauthentic. And even when they were talking, the conversation felt forced. It didn't feel flowy. It didn't feel normal. It didn't feel like they talked all the time. So what we saw was basically they go on to Grenada. Listen, I'm not about to get into the fluff I ain't about to get into the huff and fluff of the Real Housewives of Atlanta and this bull hockey. We know what it is. Okay, we know what it is. We know that they do two trips. Generally, one trip is domestic and one trip is international. So they're going to Grenada. Now, Grenada is actually, I do want to go to Grenada. I want to go to a really nice resort in Grenada. I do. I have seen some. I think there's a Black-owned resort in Grenada that I would love to go visit. The pictures look divine. Now, before I book a trip, I need to read the Yelp reviews, but I saw it on the TikTok, and the pictures look beautiful. And it's definitely on my bucket list. Yeah. So with that being said, that's what's going on. Shamea is guessing. She said the Caribbean. The first thing out of Shamea's mouth was the Maldives. Ma'am. Now, I understand that y'all fly internationally. I understand that y'all do all of the things. But, ma'am, the Maldives is not even close to the Caribbean. But okay, girl. So, honestly, there was that. If anything more happened in that scene that y'all want me to touch on, just drop it in the chat, because that's all I got out of that. Then we have, you went in December, it was beautiful. Yeah, I definitely want to go. It's definitely on my list. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. They're going to do some humanitarian efforts while they're there because Grenada had the hurricane. So I like to hear that. Shout out to them for including that. For they're going to take some supplies down there for the people. So shout out to them for that. Did anyone else find how undone Shamea's hair was with this episode? I'm gonna say this. I'm not mad at it, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm not mad at it. Because again, I'm sort of in the middle between it being real and us giving us glam, right? I'm okay with Shamea sitting poolside and her hair not 100% being coiffed. I see this light, y'all. Y'all see this light keep getting light. I don't know what's going on with this light. I'm gonna have to. I have another ring light upstairs, child. I'm gonna have to go. I done killed 2 ring lights in 1 week because this thing is getting on my nerves. Anyway, I done plugged it up to a different plug, so it's not my outlet. It is this light. This light got some specialities going on with it. But anyway, it is doing its own thing. It's going light. It's going dark. Anyway, never mind. We talk about how Kelli loud. Anybody else find Shamea extra loud this episode? Child, all of them loud. Yeah, I was okay with Shamea's hair not being perfectly coiffed, sitting poolside. I'm not. It's authentic. However, the hair wasn't done at the radio station either. Now that's a conversation. We're gonna get to her at that radio station because I thought that was real extra and unnecessary at the radio station, but we'll get there. Kelli was also talking about her. Hey Phil, thank you for the super chat. Shamea and Kelli are both whack as F. Woo-wee, we gonna get there. Kelli also talked about her divorce and how her divorce is finally about to be final. So congratulations for that. Okay. Shamea is so ghost with the labels, so I can understand why the question about her hair being undone. You know, I'm gonna say this too, Alice. I thought about that at the event at the end where she had the Balenciaga suit and the Chanel earrings. But I'm going to be honest and tell you, I feel like that's Atlanta. Like all of them do that in Atlanta. All of them give us those gaudy labels, those gaudy, what do they call them? Not insignias. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The gaudy, damn. Label isn't the word I'm looking for, but for lack of a better word, label. You know, we got to get the big Gucci's. Remember, who was that had a Gucci party? You know what I'm saying? They all do it. Label, right. They all do it, and they all are. It's ghost. Monograms. Thank you, Rachel. That's what I was looking for, baby. Thank you. The monograms. They all have to give us the monograms, and that's an Atlanta thing. So I'm not going to put that on Shamea because the Atlanta girls have been doing that for years. the Atlanta girls have been doing that for years, and everybody knows that you're not supposed to mix designers like that, especially not that bold. I mean, if you want to wear some Chanel earrings, wear some Chanel earrings that aren't that gauche, right? That big. You know, if you got on a Balenciaga suit, baby, you're supposed to be giving us Balenciaga shoes. And if you're gonna give us another designer and a Balenciaga bag, if you're gonna give us another designer, it's not supposed to smack you in the face. You know, it's not supposed to smack you in the face, right? Yeah, other franchises do it now, but I remember the first franchise I remember doing it to this level was Atlanta. That doesn't mean they're the only ones, because we know before what's her name? Before Dorit lost her money, child, Dorit was a label whore, honey. Remember that time she had on that Louis Vuitton trench? Now, the Louis Vuitton trench was bad as hell. It was bad as hell, but it was like the Louis Vuitton trench, and she had the Louis Vuitton bag and the Louis Vuitton earrings and the look. Baby, she was giving me too much. But moving right along, Drew signed her deal and released her album, Shamea, Where You At? Ooh, we're going to get to all of that. So let's get out of this first scene, which wasn't giving us nothing. The next scene was a 100% filler scene. Porsha, girl, why are you running around Atlanta like you really looking for a house? We know good and damn well you in court fighting to stay in that house that you in now. You have absolutely no interest in buying a home. So explain to us why we had to sit through a scene of you pretending like you was shopping for a house that we know good and damn well you ain't looking for. So see, this is what I'm talking about. You playing in our faces. We know that you are right now fighting to stay in that house that you got with Gordon, because it's in your prenup, and he fighting so that you don't film in it, and you fighting to stay in it. So we know good and damn well your ass wasn't out there shopping for no house, and you damn sure ain't shopping for no $4 million house. I love how Porsha want to keep acting like, excuse me, that she was so gracious and gave this divorce to Cordell, and how she was so gracious and she chose not to fight. Girl, stop it. You were fighting your ass off in that divorce with Cordell. Cordell just had your ass over a barrel. Whatever prenup you signed with Cordell, you got exactly what you were supposed to get. Let's call a thing a thing. Let's not sit here and keep acting like your ass did a service, and you were being real gracious with Cordell, because girl, that's not how that went down. You just got smarter in your second prenup. That's what you did. You got smarter in your second prenup that they negotiated for damn near a year. Well, not a year. They ain't know each other a year. But they negotiated that prenup for months before the wedding. So you got smarter in your prenup. But anyway, like you really playing. Excuse me. You really playing with this whole shopping for a house thing. Girl, you ain't shopping for no house. So then we see all the ladies get invited to the trip, and they're all excited. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. Am I the only one that is unamused at how Kelli be abusing that damn dog? And I'm not even saying that to be funny. Like, really, real talk. Like, I really feel like Kelli be abusing that dog. The eyelashes and the dye. And now I'm not amused. I don't think it's cute. And I'm not even like a dog person. I mean, I like dogs, but I don't own one or whatever. But I just don't find any of it amusing. I don't find it cute what she does to that dog. Like, I just don't. And the dog looks miserable. Shamea went down to the radio station, and yeah, she got smarter with the prenup, but still dumb with how she picked the man. You right. You right at all. Shamea, baby, come here, girl. You went down to that radio station to promote your song, and you gave Drew all of that attention. Now, I know that the interview was cut up. I know you talked about other things, but the fact that they had enough footage of you talking about Drew tells me all I need to know. You gave Drew way too much of your attention in that interview. You were down there to plug your music. You were down there to talk about your single. And the minute Tigger, shout out to Big Tigger, by the way, the minute Tigger brought up your other castmate has music coming out too, I could understand giving her a little shade. You know, if you want to give her a little light, but all of that was too much. You let her, she got free promo on your interview. You talked more about Drew's music than yours. Lauren says, while we're discussing dogs, when are we going to see Benji, your furry? What did I say? Your furry. Lord, I missed it now. I guess you said my furry nephew or something. I don't know. Yeah. You said my furry great nephew. Nay is in the chat. My niece is in the chat. Where you at, Niecy? Niecy, the people want to see Benji. Where you at? Shamea's beef with Drew, because I had to do the same thing, Phil. I had to remember, like, why is she giving Drew this much energy? Like, why is she giving Drew this much energy? And honestly, because she feels some kind of way because Drew called her Porsha's lapdog. But here's my problem. Here's my issue. You call yourself being mad that Drew said that you're Porsha's lapdog when you literally just had a whole argument with Porsha because you feel like you're Porsha's lapdog. Make that shit make sense. So you mad at Drew for saying what you feel. I mean, Drew basically just verbalized what you just said. You feel your damn self. So I'm confusion right now. So what you mad about? You got that much energy for Drew for verbalizing what you just got into an argument about. Make it make sense. Right. Shamea been coming after Drew since the first episode. She really has. She really has. Because you was on the Porsha train with this whole Dennis bullshit. So so then we get to Angela and Charles. Baby, she's still trying to sell these houses. Listen, unless you are a professional house flipper, baby, why did you buy 6 houses at one time? You were supposed to buy one house, sell it. Use the profits from that sale to buy another house, flip it, sell it. Use the profits from that house. And now if you want to buy 2 houses because you in there, you know how it works, you know the ups and the downs, the ins and the outs and the pitfalls. There's absolutely no reason in the world why you're supposed to have 6 houses at one time on the market unless you are a major developer. Or you know, or flipper or whatever. But girl, it sounds like you just started doing this. Why do you have 6 houses at one time? Girl, Nitwit, if you don't get your tail back in that wedding, I'll be here. Catch the replay, girl. I'm from Chicago. If Drew can get a TikTok dance for the Chicago slide song, it's going down. You right. Nikki B, you ain't wrong about that. Listen, anybody, you ain't wrong about that. And she probably could. She need to go ahead. What she need to do is go ahead and make one up and do a video and post it. That's what she need to do. So, again, sending condolences to Angela and her mom. It must be even harder for her to watch these scenes where she's discussing her mom and her mom is on the screen. I can only imagine. But shout out. Delulu is cute too. Delulu is a bop. She did, in this moment, she apologized to Charles. Now, this is what I want to say. I know it's a TV show, y'all. Before I say this, I understand that it's a TV show. However, I'm going to just do my commentary as if this is not a TV show, okay? If you found out that you have been beating your husband up for the last couple of years over something that you now found out was not his fault, baby, you shouldn't have waited. You should have went directly home. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Baby, you should have cooked dinner. You should have put on some lingerie. You should have apologized to that man in multiple ways. Okay? Now, I understand you wanted to get it on camera and you wanted to film a whole moment in a scene. And maybe you did do it behind closed doors and he just agreed to film the scene with you. And that's fine too. Because for the first time, Charles was not giving her the blues. I mean, he was basically saying, I'm over it. You know, like, I don't hold on to stuff. Like, it is what it is. But he allowed her to apologize. And he even hugged her. But I can appreciate that she did come back to him and say, I'm sorry. Like, and I owe you that because I have been giving you the blues because I took my mother's side when I didn't know the whole story. So... on the last after show, Drew spoke highly of Shamea. Damn shame. Unfortunately, right? So that was a cute little scene. Like I said, for the first time, Charles wasn't, in my opinion, doing too much. What's up, Don? Hey, y'all. So we find out that Britt has a shapewear line that she wants to have a soft launch for the ladies. So she's gonna invite the ladies to the country club so that she can do this soft launch for her shapewear. Let me say something. First of all, you know, the minute she said, I'm doing a pre-launch, y'all know what I heard in my head? Do y'all know when she said a pre-launch, do y'all know what I heard in my head? I heard fashion show with no fashions. How dreadful. Because whenever I hear people say they doing a pre to anything, what that tells me is they're not really launching anything. It's an excuse to have an event. Because what the fuck is a pre-launch to a launch for a shapewear line that you've been working on for how many years? She said she's been working on this company. How you having a pre-launch? And then it made no fucking sense. What you should have done was just had a garden party, because that's what it sounds like you wanted to do. You were having a garden party. Girl, just say you want to have a garden party. I mean, I don't know if production told her she had to have a product. I don't know. But girl, just say you want to have a garden party down to the country club, because that's really all you wanted to do. You wanted to show off, I guess, the neighborhood where you live in. Y'all have a country club in y'all's neighborhood. Y'all know how a lot of these like developments or these gated communities, it includes a country club and stuff like that. A friend of mine in North Carolina lives on a golf course, and he can be a part of the golf course country club thing. And when he first moved in over there, he paid all the dues and all that stuff to be a part of the country club. And now he like, whatever, you know, because he plays golf and stuff, but he plays on other golf courses. So, you know, but I mean, he don't have that, you know, he's not a millionaire or nothing. He just, you know, bought a nice house that was on a, you know, that was part of that type of a neighborhood. So I feel like you just wanted to show off to the girls that you have a country club in your neighborhood. That's what I feel like. Right, Cahoos? She could have had this at the clubhouse. First of all, you get there and your event is supposed to start and nothing is set up. Oh, second of all, let me rewind. The other thing is, why are you inviting men to an event that's dealing with shapewear? Again, another reason why you should have just had a garden party and just said this is a co-ed event. Because what men, and I've been to, remember what was the name of that shapewear that was Body Magic? Remember when Body Magic was real big for people who are a little bit older? Y'all remember, look, the light just went all the way out now. Y'all, me and this light, I'm going to have to throw this light away because this thing ain't working. Maybe that's why I was in the box. Remember I said it was in the box? Maybe that was why I was in the box. Maybe I knew it didn't work and I forgot to throw it away or something. I don't know, but this light is not it. Anyway, I might have to go buy me a ring light tomorrow. I have one more that's upstairs. I'm gonna bring the one upstairs downstairs. And if that one ain't working, then I know it's not it must be the wiring. But everything else works. I got everything else that I have plugged in over here works. So it must be the light. Anyway, y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all know I get preoccupied. So y'all remember going to a Body Magic event. Now, a friend of mine who was a guy used to sell Body Magic and he used to make good money. You know, he said, hey, look, I used to make me some good money selling Body Magic. But you know, and y'all don't get offended when I say this. Don't get mad when I say this. But he was also a gay man. Women felt comfortable in that space, right? I also knew there was a married couple down here that sold Body Magic who I went to one of their events. And again, it was a co-ed situation. But generally speaking, most men are not interested in no Body Magic, body shaping situation. Most men are not, right? So why would you invite the men to an event that has anything to do with women's, I'm going to say women's things, traditionally women's things? Because I wouldn't even want to talk about body wear and shapewear in a room full of men. And that doesn't mean that they don't know we wear it. That doesn't mean that, you understand what I'm saying? Why are we having this conversation? So why are we down to the country club talking about shapewear when we're in our Sunday's best? And why are we having a shapewear event in a co-ed environment? That's just stupid. Then the first ladies that showed up, and shout out to Binge-Worthy TV. I saw you, boo. I saw you, Binge-Worthy. Shout out to Binge-Worthy that was at this event. Then Kelli got there on time because she wasn't early. Because remember, the event wasn't set up. Kelli got there on time. Shamea got there on time. So I feel like the whole golf thing was a way to get the ladies away from the area because it wasn't set up yet. I feel like the golf thing was not pre-planned. I feel like it was something that they came up with to get them away from that area while they continue to finish setting up. But they end up taking these ladies in a golf cart to go play golf. First of all, I was shocked that they even allowed them to get on the golf course in them heels. I was shocked that somebody didn't come along and tell them to get their ass. Like one of the people, the attendants, I don't know the right word, but one of the people that worked there, I was shocked that they allowed them, whether they were filming a show or not. Baby, you can't tear them people's golf course up like that with them heels. This is not the Polo Grounds where they got divots. Yeah, they don't allow heels out there like that. I was shocked to see that. So then the ladies come back, because by the time they come back from playing golf, because that was not playing golf, what the fuck, that wasn't even putt-putt what they were doing. They come back around, baby, they get back there, and Britt must have got the economy package to rent the clubhouse. She must have got the economy package to rent the clubhouse, because she got back, and I guess they invited fillers. I mean, because who were these other people that you invited that couldn't eat? basically, yeah. Y'all remember that episode of Living Single? It was in the last season when Kim Fields met the millionaire and she was doing an event planning. The guy she ended up, running, marrying, and she was doing event planning, but she was doing it on a budget. So she put like fake labels over the cheap champagne, and she put Dom Perignon labels on top. And then she had like she you know what I'm saying? She had like she only had enough hors d'oeuvres to make a one round, so she told the waiters to walk fast so people couldn't get more than one hors d'oeuvre. Like, y'all remember when tell me y'all remember that episode of Living Single? Tell me y'all remember. Baby, that's what that event was. She gonna go to her event planner and say the only yeah, 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 yeah. That wasn't Blair Underwood. Y'all. Baby, that's what that event was. How you gonna say that the only people that could eat, basically what she said was the only people that's supposed to have a meal are the people on the show. Everybody else was just supposed to get some hors d'oeuvres. And they're not supposed to be sitting down. They just supposed to be walking around mingling. What in the entire economy kind of event was that? I have never in my life heard of no shit like that. Now, I have heard of like I've been at weddings, or I've been at like formal parties where only the head table gets served, but then there's still a buffet where you can get in line and go through the buffet and get you a plate. I ain't never been to no event where the only people that can eat food are the people. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Cheeks? Hey, boo. Yeah. I ain't never in my life been to an event where you can't get nothing but hors d'oeuvres. She said only the people. Yeah. And then they got it on camera. So I'm sure that's even more embarrassing. You had to go and call like and be like, why are they sitting down? Only the people. Yeah, can y'all imagine? Can y'all like I can't right Phil, I can't get no fish, I can't get no shrimp and grits, I can't get a waffle. How you gonna invite me to brunch and you only serving me hors d'oeuvres and I can't sit down? I can't sit down either. Girl, why did you even invite the rest of them people? I don't think she meant for it to be on camera, Katrina, but they got her on camera. I don't think she meant for it to be on camera though. Baby, why you could have just gave them some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and had them sit in the back. Why did you even invite them? Listen, again, if you wanted to, and see, that's another reason why you should have just had a garden party. Because at a garden party, people don't expect more than hors d'oeuvres. Because that's what you put, you have the little half sandwiches with the crust cut off. You might have you some caviar or some crackers. You might have you some shrimp and, some shrimp in a blanket. Like, if you're going to a garden party or a tea party, something like that, where people are going to dress up and it's going to be like a little shishi bougie event, girl, don't nobody expect more than some pastries, some light hors d'oeuvres and some like little desserts type situation. Girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? Listen. But you driving a Bentley. But you can't feed them people. Yeah. Right. You could some sandwiches. You could have got away with some wings. See, when you went down to the country club and they told you what they was going to charge you, you should have known then that was out of your budget. Girl, you would have been better off bringing that chef that you had at your house a couple of episodes ago, faking like y'all always got a chef at the house. You'd have been better off bringing the chef down to your house and having them people at your house. When I tell y'all, I could not believe this moment when she said that she was only feeding the people at the head table. Y'all, girl, why she run out of food? How she run out of food, y'all? So not only did you have a fashion show with no fashions, you had a brunch with no waffles. Yeah. So then she does her little presentation, and then she give the ladies the shapewear. Ma'am, hello? Don had a nice brunch. When Don came here to DC and he had his brunch event, he had a nice brunch. He cooked. He had fruit. He had a fruit plate. So when you first got there, because he was still cooking when I first got there, he had a fruit plate. We had, fruit and juice. He had different types of mimosas. I think we had pineapple mimosa, regular mimosa. I feel like you had orange mimosa. Then he had, like I said, he had a fruit plate. And then when the food was ready, we had grits, waffles. I remember all the food, but it was good. We filled it up. And then we had a great conversation. It was a good mix of people. We had a good time. We had a good time down to Don's brunch. The hors d'oeuvres, yes. It was a nice spread. It really was. Like, all jokes aside, it really was. But let's get back to this gift box situation. Ma'am. Child, I'm blurry. Ma'am. Ma'am. How you gonna put that stuff in a gift box and don't even wrap it in no tissue? How you not even gonna make it look nice and presentable? Girl, that looked like you took it straight, that you ordered it online. You look like you ordered that shapewear from, that was skim. You ordered that from Kim Kardashian. That was some skim shit. And you just took the tags off. You put your tags on and you put it back in the box it was shipped in. That didn't even look like a custom box. Girl, you don't even have a cute box. Y'all know when I do my unboxings, when I get my Black Girl vitamins, y'all know how pretty the presentation is when I opened up my Black Girl vitamins, when I open up my Fenty stuff, when I order from my girl Nadia, the skincare that I get from Nadia, and I've done my unboxings and we've looked at the presentation. It means a lot, but it doesn't cost a lot. Tissue paper, you can get that from the 99-cent store. You could have got some tissue down to the 99-cent store and you could have wrapped that shit up. You know what, Monique? I do not own anything Betsy Johnson. I need to give me a Betsy Johnson bag or something. I do not own nothing Betsy Johnson. And I love her. I love Betsy Johnson. I think she's so spunky. She could have got her a gift box and some tissue paper down to the Dollar Tree. And you could have wrapped that shit up and made it look cute. Girl, what is wrong? What is wrong with these people? Britt, you're the new Sheree. You know what? Damn it, you are the new Sheree. You got the multicolored phone purse and it works so well. What? Hold on, let me Google that. Betsy Johnson hold on, let me Google that. Because I might want one. That sounds like something I might want. Hold on, let me Google that. Hold on. Betsy Johnson. You know, I got a birthday coming up, so I got to see what I want to put on my birthday list, y'all. So I might want one. Betsy. My damn fat ass fingers be hitting the wrong button. It's called the Kitsch purse. Hold on, Betsy Johnson. KITSCH purse. I might want one. I might need to put this on my birthday list. My mother just asked me the other day what I want for my birthday. Oh, this is cute. Okay, wait a minute. Are you talking about this? Oh, you talking about the phone one? That's cute. The ball one. That's cute. Oh, you talking about the phone one? That's cute. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know y'all like, I know she didn't stop in the middle of this to shop for a purse. Listen, we ain't got that much left. We almost done. But y'all know my brain. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put this on my list. Okay, Betsy Johnson. Okay. Moving right along. The phone one. I saw the phone one. The phone one is cute though. Okay, moving right along. I'm sorry, y'all. Never mind. Let me move right along. My bad. Oh, wow. She started in Oak Park, Illinois. She made all of our prom dresses in 89 before she was popular. Oh, wow. I like Betsy Johnson. I've just never bought anything, but I do like that bag. That's cute. Okay. And I got a birthday coming up. Moving right along. So with that being said, y'all, then they get to the portion of the episode where, you know, they got to talk shit. Monique says, sorry, y'all. Thank you for the super chat. Child, Monique, that's not you. That's my ADHD girl. But thank you for the super chat, my love. Can I be honest and tell y'all, I really hope that this part of the episode was just badly edited. I really, really hope that this part of the episode was badly edited. Because why did it look like they were all sitting there talking shit about not being able to get a waffle, and then all of a sudden it just seemed like out of nowhere Angela was like, and Charles does not have a side baby. Girl, what? Like, I really hope that was that was badly edited, because it seemed like it went from, hey Britt, hey Angela, this is my husband Charles that doesn't have a side baby. I was with Porsha on that one. Let me clutch my pearls, because where the fuck did that come from? And then Charles, the look on Charles's face was like, what the fuck? So then, baby, what I love how Charles was like, because then they came up, they said, so then Britt gonna say, and I'm not one of his hoes. Charles was like, hold up. I don't mess with hoes. And I knew what he meant, y'all. I understand, and I knew what he meant, but the way he said that shit, he said, hold up, I don't mess with hoes. He said some shit just not funny. I was like, child. Anyway, so somehow from there, we got on Drew and Shamea. And can I be honest? Shamea, it was in that moment, and as I was watching it, he does shine a white. I don't know why I find Charles hilarious, but I do. And sometimes even what he doing ain't funny, but I find him hilarious. Let me say this. It was in that moment, Shamea, where I felt like the downfall of Shamea was complete. You were totally embarrassing in this moment. You were totally embarrassing in this moment. You started off so high the first couple of episodes. Everybody was loving you. The blogs was loving you. Clearly, production was loving you because you were getting all of the moments and stuff. But that, to me, was that was the complete of your downfall, because that moment was terrible for you. It was a bad look. And again, I ain't even saying you gotta like Drew. I mean, you can feel how you feel about Drew, but it just feels like your venom and focus on Drew is so ridiculous to me. It's so ridiculous. And I'm over it. Like I really, and I'll admit it, y'all know I don't have no problem telling y'all. I was on the Shamea train. I really was enjoying Shamea in the beginning. No, that's a lie. I'm going to tell y'all a lie. The first episode, I did not enjoy Shamea. And y'all can go back and look at my review, and I can tell you, I didn't enjoy the first episode at all. All that singing, and then Shamea talking about her and her husband, and her having to go to the bathroom. Like, I just don't find that kind of shit funny. Like, I don't need to hear about your bathroom habits. I didn't find it entertaining. I felt like she was talking too much, and she was telling way too much of her business that we didn't give a fuck about, you know? But I did start to enjoy her. But at this point, you allow Drew to honestly walk out of there and made you look a fool. Like, she really did. Her exit made you look like a damn fool. And listen, it's hard to let Drew make you look like a fool. And once again, thank you for saying that, Miss Gigi, because once again, I'm gonna go back to what I said last week, or I don't know if I said it on the panel or if I said it on my review last week. I really wish Kenya had just not gone as far as she did. Like, I'm not mad at Kenya for wanting to, get her revenge. And the reason why I say that is because Britt is so whack. She wouldn't have been coming back. Like, she definitely would have been a one and done. And it looks like the rest of the cast has sort of turned on Britt at this point anyway. I just think that Britt would have been an outsider, and we still could have had Kenya. You know what I mean? The longer I see this shit play out, the more pissed off I'm at Kenya for allowing this woman to get her off her square like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Then we see Drew show up down to the place to sign this deal with Dennis. I got a couple of things to say. First of all, can I say to Drew, girl, how many of them lace bras did you buy? Because I feel like that's the third one we've seen this season. That it's cute. It's a cute look. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a real cute look. Drew, you look good, girl. I'm not going to take nothing away from you. But, girl, how many of them lace bras did you buy? That's at least the third time we've seen you wear that strapless lace bralette thing with a shirt over top of it. You wore one to the Balenciaga event. You wore one, not the Balmain event. You wore one in the first episode. I think the outfit you wore to the birthday party was a white one. And girl, again, you look cute, but how many of them you gonna wear this season? How many of them you gonna wear? Second of all, didn't Dennis tell us 3 episodes ago he wasn't working with Drew no more? Didn't Dennis tell Porsha 3 episodes that he wasn't working with Drew no more, that Drew fired him or quit him or whatever? Dennis is playing in our faces. And when I say our faces, I mean Porsha's face. Because Dennis is letting everybody know that this is a bullshit storyline. Every chance he gets, he is letting us know that this is a bullshit storyline. He's signing contracts with Drew 3 episodes after he told you he wasn't working with Drew no more. So Drew has to address him about this whole sleeping for beats, sleeping for studio time conversation. Oh, let me rewind. I'm sorry. Let me rewind because we almost done, y'all. Let me rewind. I didn't think I was going to be here this long, but let me rewind. Before we finish with the Dennis thing, let me go back to the Shamea and Drew of it all. And you mad at Drew for the fact that you took something that Drew said and you repeated it wrong to Porsha. You knew you put 20 on 10 about that comment that Drew made. Drew did not say she was going to put Porsha, like she did not say it in a nasty or derogatory way about putting Porsha's kids through college. Like, you know good and damn well that's not what that girl said. You took it back to Porsha like she was in the studio talking shit about Porsha. Like you know that ain't what that girl said. Anyway, moving right along. So Dennis was like, I don't even know why you listening to that bullshit. Like, girl, you know what it is. You know what we doing. I know what we doing. Why are you entertaining that? Like, Dennis keeps embarrassing you, Porsha. She keep embarrassing you, girl. So she signs her paperwork. Yay. And like somebody said earlier in this live, we have a whole album from Drew at this point. Shamea, I mean, you in the studio working with RL and doing all of these things. Girl, where is the album? I mean, I know we got a single, but baby, where's the album? Moving right along. Then we get the last 10 minutes is Porsha and Phaedra. And can I tell y'all, much like that first scene with Kelli and Shamea, I felt the same way about the last scene with Porsha and Phaedra. It felt forced. It didn't feel natural. They said that they've kept in touch and they're cool again and they're friends again, but it doesn't feel like they hang out. It doesn't feel like they've been around each other. It felt very forced. It felt very surface. I mean, did y'all get that? Did y'all get freaking frack out of that conversation? I didn't get freaking frack. And then I felt like her little apology was weak and as bullshit. First of all, she should have had to give a wholehearted apology. Now, I understand that, you know, that shit happened. It was what it was. And Candy's not there anymore. But honestly, I really feel like she should have had to give a full-hearted apology. Her whole, I hate the way things ended. And I played with fire. Girl, you didn't play with fire. You told a fucking lie. Like, stop. Then she gave this whole story as if Married to Medicine never fucking happened. Like, it went back to the last time she was on Atlanta, which I understand, it's a different, you don't want to cross shows. I get it. But it was like, so we just gonna forget about them 2 years you was down to the Married to Medicine? Okay, fine. Then was it me? And again, I'm not trying to be overly sensitive, y'all. I'm not trying to cause problems. I'm not trying to pick at Phaedra. But that whole little person conversation, that was a little cringy. That was a little cringy. The whole, y'all know I like little people. I wish I could just pack them up and put them in my, what? I would have been so fucking offended if I was a little person. I agree, Chef Don Don. I honestly think that should have been a conversation. I honestly feel like Phaedra and Porsha should have had to sit down and address the elephant in the room and talk about it and move the fuck on. I mean, again, I can't do nothing about her coming on the show. It is what it is. But I honestly do feel like there should have been a conversation and acknowledgement of what happened. Yeah, exactly, Phil. It was like they weren't people, like they were, like you were talking about them as if they were mascots, as if they were a trinket. That was cringy for me. And I really feel like they should have took that out. I don't even feel like they should have played that. What's up, Scotty Boo? And her throwing this unnecessary shade that everyone was so annoying, but everyone going up for it. Child. It gave me nothing. Like, I was so underwhelmed. I mean, I'm underwhelmed with Phaedra anyway, but I was so underwhelmed with this whole moment, this whole conversation. And then of course she's gonna come to Grenada. They called Shamea and made sure it was okay for Porsha to come. Like Porsha wasn't gonna come. I mean, like Phaedra wasn't gonna come. Replace little with black from a white woman's mouth, and yes, it's offensive. Absolutely, it's offensive, and they should have took it out. Like I don't think they should have left that in because that's very offensive. You know what I mean? I'm over it. Like again, we only have a couple of episodes left, so it is what it is. But baby, they could have kept Porsha. And to be honest, they act like they brought Porsha in to replace Kenya. Child, we've been without Kenya for 5-6 episodes. Girl, we didn't need her. We did not need her. We've been without Kenya. Kenya been gone. Anyway, y'all. Don't forget tomorrow night, the Whether You Like It or Not panel. We will be down to the Citadel at Socrates' place. Make sure y'all join us there. I'm sure the panel is gonna have a lot to say, honey. For Phaedra, she makes my soul hurt. I can't stand. And I guess I'm gonna have to go find me a ring camera somewhere tomorrow, honey. I'm gonna have to run out here and go get me. I'm going to the gym tomorrow. I guess on my way back from the gym, I'll stop somewhere and get me a ring camera. I gotta figure out where I can find me one. There's a Oh, they probably have one at Staples. There's a Staples not too far from my gym. They'll probably have a ring camera at the Staples. Because I usually just order it through Amazon, but I'll go down to Staples and get me one tomorrow, child. Because this light ain't it. Don't do it. Don't go to Staples and get one. Why not? Because this light ain't doing it. I don't know what is going on with this light. It was working so fine. They be so dim. The ones from Staples aren't any good either. Well, damn. Well, maybe I just have to order me one off of Amazon, and y'all just gonna have to wait a couple of days for it to get here. I have it, like I said, I have another ring camera upstairs. I'm gonna try that one. So tomorrow is Memorial Day. Well, I know my gym is open. I made an appointment. I mean, I'm going to see my trainer. So I know my gym be open anyway. My gym be open on Christmas Day. They don't stay open all day, but they have hours. So I'm just all right. I'll just order one. I might be able to get it same day. Y'all know sometimes I can get stuff same. I'm gonna have to just order me another one though. Anyway, y'all, with that being said, let me get off of here though. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit it on your way out the door. Please and thank you. If you have not already done so, please hit it on your way out the door. Thank y'all.